Hi there and welcome back. I like to show you how I constantly try to make my life easier. I don't want to complain about my day to day. I really wouldn't have it any other way. But 4 little kids, a dog, trying to keep the house clean and tidy, good food on the table. I mean, it's a lot. It really is a lot. It's my way of life. I'm happy with it. I still want to try and make it easier as much as I can. Let's move on. The single hardest household task there is, with 4 kids, me and my wife, full-time jobs. We don't have a cleaner, a maid, a chauffeur, or any other life shortcut there is. Want to guess? It's the washing. The washing requires industrial levels of logistics, I kid you not. Every week, we wash, dry, and fold at least 8 loads. That's classed as a mini mountain of fabric. Folding alone takes 2 to 3 hours a week, and you still have to put it all back in the cupboards. The cupboards rapidly become mazes full of secrets. I dare you go and try and find a t-shirt inside that mess. And once it gets out of hand, which it does, we just keep piling on the mess week after week. Logistics of winter, summer and spring clothes is impossible. Not to mention trying to keep clothes for the younger kids. Like I said, industrial level logistics. The cherry on top of this nightmare is the socks. Do you want to guess how many odd socks we have in this house? Where did the socks disappear to? And why don't they disappear in couples? If they would go poof together, it would almost be acceptable. So pairing these suckers gets harder every week until there's not enough pairs left. At this stage, I go out, I buy a few more dozen pairs of random socks, and the circle of madness continues. So today, I'm going to show you how I took this beast head on. Not just to make it easier, but also to build a system that will hopefully make this colossal task manageable. There are 3 cupboards that need to be upgraded. Instead of buying bigger cupboards, I took measurements and ordered 7 extra shelves. I could have bought the wood and cut it down myself. Obviously, my cuts would not have been as clean as the cuts you get on a professional table saw, but I could have lived with that. Sticking the edge band is what did it. The sleek finish it gives white shelves is unmatched. That was the main reason I chose the expert route in this case. The shelf upgrade will spread out the clothes, basically creating smaller piles, and more shelves will be lower, giving more access to the kids. This could potentially save some morning aggravation. Potentially. This is no less than a stroke of genius. But I did ask chat if it had any ideas of how to solve socks disappearing, and one of the proposals was to buy 1 sock style per kid. I took this one step further. Due to the close proximity age of my 3 girls, I made the bold attempt of unifying 1 sock style for 3 kids. Number 3 may be wearing a sock from now on that's a tad bit too big on her. You can be the judge of that. This way, there will either be 1 or none odd sock. I also bought the same sock type for me and my wife. So we are down to 2 sock types, plus the still random array for number 4, who still gets his own personal wash. We should be fine. though everything is now clean and tidy, if we don't develop the disciplines, we will be back to the same spot pretty fast. These are the steps I'm trying to reinforce. I have taught my big girls to fold shirt and trousers and also assess if the item is clean or not. If it's not clean, it goes in the basket. If it's clean, you need to fold it and put it back. I'm so desperate that I'd rather they throw all the clothes into the basket and not keep unfolded clean clothes all over the place. I know I'm taking this a bit too far. This is connected with rule 1. If I can keep insisting on keeping clothes off surfaces, we may be able to stay tidy. Now, every time I return clothes to the cupboard, I will also give a quick refresh to the tidiness. Hopefully this will prolong the new status quo. You need to be brave with this one. If the current kid doesn't want it, there are slim chances the next in line is going to want to either. So there you have it. 7 new shelves, 2 new sock types, 1 determined dad, and still no idea what happens to socks when they are thrown into the washing basket. Will this new system last? Probably not. Will I keep trying? Hell yes. Stay tuned for the next challenge where I tackle a cliff of shoes that have made camp outside of my house. Now excuse me as I go and put a new wash on. As always, thank you for your time, and I'll see you on the next one.